Ever wondered how to pass on more of your wealth to your loved ones than to the tax man? Well, you're not alone. It's the start of Estate Planning Awareness Week, so today we're going to spend a few minutes talking about how to avoid paying too much in estate taxes and how to protect and preserve your legacy. Hi, I'm Ethan Huizenga, attorney at the Huizenga Law Firm and your host on the Siouxland Senior Planning Radio Show. If you're hoping to make informed decisions about your financial future and learn how to preserve your wealth, make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons below so you never miss an important update like what we're about to share today. First, let's talk about the basics of estate taxes. An estate tax is a tax that's assessed against the person who passes away upon their death. So when you pass away, an estate tax applies to you if you own assets. It's not based on your relationship to the people receiving the assets. It's simply based on what you own. The tax is based on the value of everything you own. Things like your home, your investments, your bank accounts, vehicles, all of those items will be added together, their values totaled up, and that will be the basis of determining the tax bill that you have to pay. So the most common question we get is, what can I do to minimize these taxes? One method is through strategic gifting. Gifting, or giving your assets away during your life, is one method you can use to reduce what you own at your death. Obviously, if you give it away during your life, then you no longer own it when you pass away. In some cases, you might want to give an asset away because you want your child or the recipient to use it, to benefit from it, and then you get to watch them enjoy the use of that gifted property. Obviously, the other reason is to reduce the size of your taxable estate. Each year, a person can give away a certain amount of money or assets to another person without having to pay any tax or without even sometimes having to report it. The specifics of that depend on your situation, so you should consult with an experienced estate planning and tax attorney to determine if that's a viable approach for you. Another option is through the use of trusts. Trusts can shelter your assets and give you more control over how they're distributed. This results in you gaining the upper hand about what taxes you might have to pay. And while the laws around trusts are complex, as we've discussed on other episodes of the show, they can absolutely help in a lot of estate tax planning situations. Another consideration is how your property is titled. Depending on how you own an asset, whether individually, jointly, or through some other means, you can influence how it is taxed upon your death. Adjusting the title of your assets can be a straightforward thing, and it can be very effective in minimizing estate taxes. Now, you might be thinking, this all seems really complex, and you'd be right. Estate tax planning can be very intricate and detailed. So getting expert advice is crucial in putting together a plan that will be effective for your estate. At Huizenga Law, we've got the ability and the experience to help you navigate those decisions and find the approach and the plan that will work best for you. For example, one thing to take into consideration anytime you're thinking about estate tax planning is, what is the estate tax exemption? The exemption is an amount of money that you can own when you pass away and still not have an estate tax burden. This number is dependent on a number of factors, including things like, have you given assets away during your life? Have you filed any gift tax returns during your life? What did Congress do most recently to set the estate tax exemption? With so many variables, it's important to make sure that you don't make any decisions without first considering all of the angles. If you're ready to take the next step, subscribe for additional hints and tips, and feel free to comment below if you have any questions. You can submit questions directly to us by email if you visit the website, siouxcountyradio.com, or if you check out our special listener page, siouxlandseniorplanning.com/listener. Thanks for tuning in today. I wish you the best estate planning week you've ever had, and I look forward to seeing you next week.